everyone. I'm gonna be watching Ryan's NFT reveal today, so let's all find out together.
This has everything to do with the metaverse, with NFTing houses, fractionalizing real estate, putting chains of title on the blockchain, and much more. And along with building this community focused on all those things, I'm gonna be providing some real world perks that I'm gonna be sharing on this video for the very first time.
So he said a lot of things. Whenever I watch these YouTube videos on digital real estate, it's very interesting because there are words that I don't understand. Sometimes he says something about fractionalizing. I don't even know that term, and I'm okay not knowing because that's why I'm here. I'm here to learn, and I'm here to be humbled, and we'll pick it up. These terminologies are new and different, and that's what makes the space difficult, and that's what's the hurdle that most people can't get over. But if we get over that and you're willing to learn and ask goofy questions, it makes you look a little bit amateurish. It's okay, because once you ask it with intent to learn, you're no longer the novice. You become someone that eventually be the expert that other people's gonna ask. Back to the reveal.
The first question that people ask me about Tykes is, what does the name even mean? Well, the word Tykes is short for digital tycoon. You see, Wall Street and old money have dominated real estate for the past 100 years. Essentially, all the existing conditions and government regulation have led to them owning a large portion of real estate. And when you think about the word tycoons when it refers to real estate, you'd be thinking about them.
So what's exciting about what Ryan is sharing so far is this idea of tycoons, real estate tycoons that's out. They're the ones that with all the money and everything is set in stone right now. These are the tycoons of real estate that even someone like Ryan as a real estate investor cannot touch because they're just so big. Eventually you're gonna hear that there's gonna be this new wave of new pioneers coming in this new space called digital real estate. Let's see what else he has to say. But this is what Tykes mean, which we're all gonna be part of, including you, if you act.
But there is an enormous opportunity to become a digital tycoon. You see, all these big players are good with the status quo. They've already established all of their riches, and the government and the system is designed to see them continue that. But all of these technological changes are happening so fast with crypto that they're not gonna be able to stop what is happening in digital real estate. And for us, it's literally the opportunity of a lifetime to get in early on what will be a multi-trillion-dollar industry.
This term, opportunity of a lifetime, how many times is that gonna come in your life for you to say, I'm not missing this opportunity of a lifetime? I'm putting all my eggs in this basket and I'm gonna be the forefront of all this.
And so I think there's gonna be a lot of people like myself who are gonna be the new money and essentially become these next wave of digital tycoons. Now that's the meaning behind the name.
The new money and the next wave of digital tycoons. I hope, my greatest wish in life is that people that are watching this, you guys also take action and see this as an opportunity that's hopefully doesn't pass you by.
What is the purpose of this project? For me, I want to build the premier mastermind for digital real estate. I want to get members who are going to invest, build, and collaborate on these businesses that are going to shape the industry of digital real estate. I truly believe there's going to be tons of big deals, partnerships, and joint ventures that are done within the Tykes community. And I know this because I'm a part of many different masterminds here in the real world. And by being around all of these like-minded people in these other masterminds, I've been able to learn from them, I've been able to partner with them, been able to raise money from them.
This is pretty important in terms of Brian talking about mastermind and what does that mean. I went to the Future Flipper Mastermind. I was invited there by Ryan. I know what he's talking about in terms of once you're in a group of people that are like-minded, they're all into real estate, deals happen like in real time. People are helping each other solve each other's problem, learning from each other's experiences. After COVID, we all know everything moved online, right? We know that we could make things happen virtually. That changed the whole game. It's gonna change the whole game for masterminding too. We're experiencing that right now in the Tykes community. Be there, experience it yourself, invest the time, make those connections. Deals are gonna happen in the digital real estate space as we speak. I could talk my head off about this, but what I hope I could encourage or convey is that experience it yourself, join a community, spend some time with people that are excited about this. Now it's time for real estate, so it's like that thing has not gone social yet, and the time is now, so be excited. Now real estate is going to move into this space, and we have a lot of time because it's going to move really slow because traditionally all the tycoons and all the old school real estate, they don't want to move fast. They love the status quo. They want to things to stay the way it is. However, technology always wins. At the end of the day, it's going to be more cost efficient to use the new tech. The map is already written out. The game plan, the playbook is already there. If you want to be part of that playbook, all you have to do is invest the time to learn it and to put yourself out there at some level. But it's already written in the history books, right? It's just going to be a repeat. It's whether you want to be a character in the book.
And the number one question I always get is, where do I go to learn more about that? Where do I find people who are interested in that? Before, I didn't have an answer for them because it doesn't really exist. But now the answer is you're gonna find them in Tykes. Another big question I get is, why focus on digital real estate?
Yeah, so this is a good point, right? Once you become a quote unquote expert, you don't even need to be an expert. You just have to be a little better than the beginners. You don't need to be a black belt to teach the white belt. You could be the white belt with 1 or 2 stripes and you can show them the ropes. Doesn't have to be perfect, but you're moving along to a blue belt. You're on your way to a black belt if you stay in the game, if you're diligent, and you do it with people within a community. And that's what the whole Tykes community is all about.
Instead of investing in a fund where your money is tied up for 5 years and there's no way to get it back until the operator either sells the property or refinances the property, you'll have your shares of the fund as an NFT and be able to sell it on the open market whenever you feel the right time is. The point is, with syndication and NFTs, you're gonna have a lot more flexibility, and it's going to make a market that was otherwise illiquid much more liquid. And you can better believe that real estate is gonna rise because of it.
He's talking about syndication. It's a big word. When I first heard that, what does that mean? It basically means crowdfunding. It's basically a pool of money. You're allocating funds and you're crowdsourcing for multiple people. But when you do that, when you're investing in it, your money is tied in there, and he could do, in his fund, he could do whatever he wants, but in the contract it says you can't move it. But with NFTs and in crypto, now you can actually make it possible for, if you want to get out in the middle of that contract, you could sell the contract through an NFT. Because it's no longer locked up, they'll say, I'll invest in this fund. Now I know that I can move it around when I need to. Then more money is going to pour into these syndications or crowdfunding kind of funds. That's how I dumb down the term syndication. It's worth the effort. The effort that we make now today to understand this, it's worth it, because most people are too intimidated by it to even try.